Welcome to the So Social Radio Show. I'm your host, Richard Martin, along with my amazing co-host,
Cheri-Martin, and we are your WCN interactive team, business growth, marketing, and social media strategists, helping you to
dream it, plan it, build it, and most importantly, successfully do it.
For growth, prosperity, and success. And each Wednesday, right here on talknetworkradio.com at 12 noon, we share tips and techniques to grow you and your business, plus demystify social media and marketing so you can have more fun.
And my favorite, more profits.
You got that right, Richard. We all love those profits, don't we?
Absolutely. Love cash flow.
We're very excited to be here today. We're hoping kind of have our setup live over here. We're hoping it's streaming, checking all the things out as we get moving along here on the So Social Radio Show page here on Facebook. So come on over and join us. And we want to make sure that we give a shout out before we get started today to, of course, our sponsors and partners.
Absolutely so. Let's begin with Toastmasters, a world leader in communications leadership development. Find out how you can improve your speaking and leadership skills. Visit toastmastersd84.org. So if you'll go to that website, you'll get more information.
And Constant Contact is one of our partners. They're an award-winning company empowering small businesses and nonprofits to grow and succeed through email marketing. You can be a marketer with one toolkit, one login. Also get a 60-day free trial. Just go to bit.ly/WCN free CTCT, that's bit.ly/WCN free CTCT, and you can actually get started growing your marketing list immediately.
It's amazing, too, on that. And Everything Brevard, a Brevard County, Florida community website that keeps you up to date on everything that's happening in Brevard County, Florida. And get your business listed on everythingbrevard.com.
And we also want to give a shout out to our February So Social sponsor, and that is Fish Window Cleaning, a local window cleaning company serving the Space Coast region of East Central Florida. Give Ian Kennedy a call at 321-757-7299 for a free estimate. Also visit his website at fishwindowcleaning.com/852. And again, his number 321-757-7299. And you'll meet Ian right here on the So Social Radio Show page on the 15th of this month when he comes on as our guest, sharing how he's been growing his business and some creative marketing techniques that he's been using.
He's got some very interesting stories to tell us, and obviously from what he's been doing, very successful stories on that.
Most definitely. And of course, if you would like to know how you can be a So Social sponsor or a partner, do contact Cheri at 321-446-2156. Or just go to So Social Radio Show page and on the WCNinteractive.com page, you click on See Sponsors. So, what do we have going on today, Richard?
Hey, I'm excited about today with everything that's going on, and we want to talk about Facebook, because a lot of people love Facebook and get great results, and other people are just ready to throw the towel in and leave it and forget about all the weirdos that are running around out there, as we were having a conversation earlier.
Well, I've heard from so many individuals, I don't want to say so many, but a number of individuals that are really struggling to get that reach that they need and the activity, as well as people taking action with their Facebook page.
You know, it's like anything else that's out there. in the marketing realm, you're going to get out of it exactly what you put into it. You're going to get out of it exactly what you believe it to be. I know there's a lot of weirdos out there in the political arena now on both sides that are doing ridiculous things, ridiculous battles that shouldn't be done. But let's talk about how we can use it as a business and forget about all that other stuff, because one, it is a free platform. So why not take advantage of free?
Well, precisely. And the fact is, I think that Seth Godin says it best.
Absolutely.
He basically says the conversation is happening about your brand, whether you are a part of it or not. And especially on social media. And I'm talking across all platforms. So you want to definitely make sure you have a platform that you are in control of within Facebook and that you're able to post on. And you need to do, of course, that consistently. And we're going to kind of run through some Facebook do's and don'ts today that can help you with your Facebook marketing, but also talk a little bit about Facebook ads. We have this free platform, and it has changed over the years from when did we put our page on first? 2009?
8 or 9, back there somewhere, yes.
And, we definitely had a lot more activity, a lot more engagement, a lot more exposure during that time. And yet, over the years, because of the many changes with Facebook, and a lot of that had to do that they kind of took the playground and turned it into an amusement park where we have to actually pay to play now if we really want that exposure.
Absolutely.
So we have to understand how to use Facebook ads. Now, we're not going to have a lot of time to talk in depth about the Facebook ads.
I want to go back to the beginning and talk about the basics that you have to have. Because one of the things that Facebook is a search engine. Mm-hmm. Okay, so when you're in there and you're filling out your about section, use every character they give you. Every last one of them is important, and figure out what keywords people are going to use to look you up. Now, if you have a website, and I would imagine most people in business do, you have certain keywords that you want to emphasize in your website. Mm-hmm. Those keywords need to be carried back over to your Facebook About page so people can do the same search. The bar at the top of Facebook is a search bar, and they're going to search your About page along with posts and everything else that go on there. But if you want to be found in searches, that's where you need to be. And it's really important that you understand that fact. Also, we can get on each individual post now a whole plethora of call to action buttons.
There's a lot of different call to action buttons.
There's a lot of them out there.
We need to make sure, as you said, to fill in the beginning stages of your business page, you want to make sure that you're filling in all the information complete. It's the best thing to do.
Well, if not, it's just like having one of these new LED signs on the interstate and forgetting to turn it on at night.
I like how you say that.
But that's the truth. I mean, I love the LED signs. They're bright, they're bold. You can't help but at least glance at them. Hopefully not more than glance when you're driving. But, you have to think of your Facebook ads, even your Facebook cover photo. You have to think of it as that billboard that sits out there. It's got to have a message. Well, it's got to be representative of your brand.
I liked how you called it a billboard. I really do, because that's exactly what it is, sitting on the top of your page. And when your page and information is seen in the news feed and someone scrolls on it, that's what, the name of your page, that's what pops up.
Yes.
So share some tips of what can be done on that cover image or the billboard, as you just called it.
Yeah. Well, first of all, you need to fill out all your base information, because a lot of that you're filling out in your about area and your registration is going to show up there, your name and some contact information and all that there. But Facebook allows that you can put some text up there. Now there's a percentage rule, just like on a post you can put text on it, but there's a percentage rule. Basically it's about 25% of what's here in text, and they put the little square boxes up there, and believe me, if you're 1 millimeter over in one of the boxes, they count it as an extra box, so you got to be really careful how you lay it out. But you have to think of it from that perspective, because that's the first thing that you see. You see your header image. If you're posting, you see images in there. So you have to look at what the human psyche is and what the eye gets caught up on. And I don't care what your company's colors are. What you need to put up on Facebook needs to be bright and bold. I remember one time we were doing some marketing for a company that does seminars, and they were doing some out in Hawaii on that time. And what I did is I just put up red side panels on each side of the ad. And we went from little to no interaction to tons of interactions. And it just that little bit of red. And when I talk about a little bit of red, I'm talking 5 or 6 or 7 pixels worth. So we're not talking about a lot, but the red on each side was enough to grab somebody's eye and make them click.
Exactly.
And that's the fun portion of what's there. But by the same token, your message has to be understandable, clear, concise, precise, and it has to be written like you're writing an advertisement. Just like if you went up and hired an ad agency. It's got to tell a message. One point, and that's it. So what you can end up doing is, what if you did that every day? So every week you told a story. But they got it one chapter at a time.
Now we're getting into the postings.
One post at a time. So this is where you can have fun with Facebook, especially in the business page as a business perspective that's going on there. And closer to the end of our hour together, I'll give you one big tip on how to move some stuff around that's in there. But just like in LinkedIn's about area is also a search engine.
Well, we need to understand that that's exactly what social media is. All the platforms have searches, but narrowing it down into Facebook, because this is where, like I said, most people have noticed, as we mentioned, a gradual decrease in engagement on that business page. So they're really wondering, do they have to be here? Is it a waste of their time? Am I spending too much money having someone else doing it for me? What is the solution? But this is where the conversation is happening today. And we need to make sure that we're recognizing that even though it isn't always easy to get the results that you want from your page, you have to be doing things in a certain way. So my very, very first recommendation is to make sure you do fill out those about sections completely on your page, because we want to put those keywords in the about section, because as you mentioned, it is that search, and you want to make sure that your cover image, you're using the call to action buttons in the cover image. There's so many items that you can choose from now within the call to action buttons, and they were taken from the ad platform.
Yes,
those buttons there. And again, we're going to talk more about ads here before we end the show today, because that's where you really can get the bang for your buck, so to speak, because it's very affordable to run ads.
Oh, it is on that, and we'll differentiate between the boosting the posts, which is a whole lot better now than it was a year ago, because I used to.